What's up, everybody? Welcome back to EVBall FC, and welcome back to the second episode of our Chelsea Career Mode series on the channel. In our first episode, we didn't play any matches, but we got everything set up, did all the important behind-the-scenes work to get ready for our tenure as Chelsea boss. But in this episode, man, we are getting right into match day 1 of the season. We got West Ham at Stamford Bridge, so let's do it, boys. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is our first Premier League match of the season of our tenure as Chelsea manager. We've got West Ham at Stamford Bridge for the opener of our brand new season. And Gary Cahill's wearing the armband for us. Should be a good game. Should be 3 points. It honestly should. It's at home. It's against West Ham. They'll give us a tough time, but I would be very disappointed if we can't pull 3 points from here. And as you guys can see, this is the starting lineup I showed you guys in our first episode, and this is what we're running with. This is what Chelsea use in real life. That's what my bench is looking like. Willian is actually on the bench because he wasn't fit until right at the end of preseason, and Pedro had a good preseason, so he's going to be a starter to begin the season. And there I am on the touchline for the first time. And here's the West Ham lineup. It's looking like they're rocking a 4-2-3-1. We're going with Antonio Conte's 3-4-3. Let's see how it goes. Match day 1 of the season. Let's do it. Alonso finds Hazard, now Matic. Oh, Hazard's going to be running home free down the left-hand side here. We're going to take it down with Hazard now. Cut in on that right foot. Look for something. Hazard might have a chance for a shot. Oh, it's a good save from the keeper. Didn't trouble him too much. Ended up being right at him. Costa wins it. We're keeping high pressure on him. Pedro looking at Conte. Couldn't goal. Conte scoring his debut. Oh, Conte pokes it back. I was just about to say, West Ham making it hard for us to get possession at the moment, but we just nicked it off of him. Pedro's going to look at Costa. Costa sends it through to Hazard. Hazard cuts it back for Nemanja Matic, and it's 1-0 for Chelsea on the first match day of the season against West Ham at home. It's a very unlikely goal scorer, Matic, but he made that run from midfield. He continued it into the box, almost Frank Lampard-esque here. Matic just into the box and pulls it. Hazard pulls it back, and he uses that left foot to just curl that right into the bottom right corner. And it's 1-0, rightly so, right before halftime. Good start to our first match. Moses, Conte. Back to Moses. Looking in the middle at Costa. He holds off the defender. Hazard curls it with his right foot. Just wide. Didn't really have the right form when he was striking that ball, Hazard. He took it first time. Yeah, it just looked a little bit off, and it goes wide. Wins that header in midfield. Nice work. Hazard slips it through to Costa. Or no, Costa slips it through to Hazard. And now we're looking at creating a chance here. He cuts it back. Oh, and it almost goes in off the defender. What a save from Adrian. A reflex save to just poke that out of there. Costa being the target man in the middle here. He finds Hazard, who goes back to Alonso. Costa finds Hazard now, who lets it rip. And another close one from Hazard. He wants that first goal. Him and Costa working really well together. Good strike, too. Just a little too much on it. Oh, look at that. Off the bar from Feguli, I think. Oh, no, that's Zaza for West Ham. Incredible right there. I was unable to get my head on that cross. All right, boys, so we're going to make some changes now. We're in the 71st minute. I want to give Willian some minutes on the pitch. Pedro hasn't really done much yet today anyway. And I'm also going to bring on Fabregas for Conte just to see if we can get that second goal and lock things up. Chelsea win it back, and now David Luiz finds that ball through for Diego Costa. Could this be the second goal? Oh, it's off the post. Could have been a first goal of the season for Diego Costa. Ball comes in. Oh, is that going to be a goal? Oh, West Ham have missed it. It was Ogbonna. He's one of their center backs. I guess they're on all-out attack right now. This ball comes in, and Cahill is unable. Wow. We got lucky there. Cahill was unable to win the ball Instead of heading it out, Cahill tried to actually clear it with his foot, and it literally fell right to Ogbonna. He had an easy chance. Courtois was helpless, and he aimed for that bottom left corner and just couldn't hit the target. We really got lucky there that it fell to the feet of Ogbonna and not one of their strikers. But now we're going to play it down this left-hand side for Hazard. He might be able to cut out a chance here. Hazard doesn't really have much sprint speed left. Is he fouled there in the box? No. He did seem to be injured, though, so that's going to be interesting to see what happens there. Here's another video of Costa hitting the post, man. So close. Blocked and out for a corner. Look at this now. Injured Hazard. He was injured on that play in the box, and now they want me to take him out, man. That is really irritating. We're going to bring on Batshuayi for him temporarily as we hit the end of the match here. Wow, unbelievable. That's the end of the match, everybody. It's just a 1-0 win for Chelsea in our first match of the season. It's Nemanja Matic who scored the goal. There's a first little shot of my manager there shaking hands with Bilic after the game. Hey, it's 3 points. It's nothing extravagant. Nothing. We probably were hoping for, a big win. But Matic got the goal. That's all we needed. It's 3 points to start off the season, and I'm not going to complain. 1-0. But there was some bad news after that game. Eden Hazard is going to be out for 4 weeks with a sprained knee. When he had that collision in the box, there was an injury. We had to take him out of the game. I knew it wasn't looking good. It's going to be 4 weeks without our best player, which is really unfortunate. It's an easy fix when you're looking at the squad. We're just going to throw Willian on the left wing for the next 4 weeks. Oscar makes his way to the bench, so we're all good there. But it's definitely unfortunate to not have our best player out there on the field, but we're going to have to survive without him. So it's time for Game 2. We are at Vicarage Road in Watford against Watford. And we're coming off a win in our opening match against West Ham. 3 points. We're looking good. I'm definitely looking to try and win this game by more than a goal. I want to flex on Watford today. I want to show the rest of the Premier League that we mean business this season. We don't have Hazard for the next 4 weeks, which is really going to be rough. Willian starting on that left wing today. Let's see. There he is. Let's see how Willian can do. Matic. There's Conte. Back to Matic. Now it's Diego Costa who turns and fires. Oh, can't believe I didn't score that one. There's Conte again. Oh, he gets bodied off the ball, Conte. Oh, but lovely work. He wins it back. Finds Willian. And now Willian back to Diego Costa. It's 1-0. And the big front man gets his first goal of the season, runs towards the away fans and celebrates. And we're going to take the lead in this match. And the big man up top, Diego Costa, opens his account for the season with his first goal. And Willian coming in for Hazard gets the assist. Willian finds Alonso. Costa back heels to Pedro. Pedro sends it back to Costa. Oh, and he hits the post and it's out. Could have made it 2-0 right before halftime. But it ends up being the last kick of the half. And we're going to go into the break up 1-0. Look at those traveling fans. We're making them happy so far. The big man, Diego Costa, has his first goal of the season. He's come close twice to scoring, and he's got himself a goal. He's had a very good half. Dini out to Capo. Good shot here. Oh, it forces a save from Courtois. One little inch you give them, and they will get that shot off right here. Just an inch of space. Azpilicueta tried to get in the way. But it's an easy save for Courtois. He made it look a little bit better than it actually was. Oh, it goes through Gary Cahill. The shot comes on, and Courtois makes the save again. We've got to be careful. Watford are starting to create some chances and put some pressure on us. Dini gets a header on target, and Courtois has to make the save. That's 6 saves for Courtois. They just had a stat. Courtois has 6 saves this match, and Watford's keeper has 0. All right, we're going to make a change here. I want to get Cesc Fabregas on. We're going to bring him on for Conte. That's it, though. It's going to be another 1-0 victory. And you know what? It's another 3 points. Nothing extravagant, nothing crazy, but it is 1-0. We grind it out, get the win. That's what you got to do when you're one of the top teams. Even those games that are a bit difficult, you just got to find a way to grind it out and get all 3 points. And so 2 wins from our first 2 games in the Premier League to start our career as Chelsea manager. Not too bad. Only 1-0 wins, but nothing to complain about. And we've only played 2 matches, but we've already got a little bit of break in the Premier League action. We have our first game of the EFL Cup already, and it's against Cardiff City from the Championship on the road. So we're gonna have to head over to Cardiff to play this game. It's round 2 of the EFL Cup. Right, guys, so as we know, the board does not prioritize the EFL Cup, therefore I don't really care what happens in the tournament, so I'm going to play the games, but I'm going to run some of the academy guys and give some other players a chance to play. So we're going to have Izzy Brown on the left wing, of course Tammy Abraham up top. I want to see how he is in the game, and he's 18 years old and a 72 overall, very promising player. Casey Palmer, he is a center attacking mid, but he can play right mid. I'm going to have him play on the right wing. Oscar, who hasn't gotten a look yet in the team, is going to be starting next to Nathaniel Chalobah in midfield. Nathan Ake, who we pulled back from the Bournemouth loan, is going to be at left wing back. Zuma, John Terry, and Branislav Ivanovic are going to be our 3 center backs. Neither of them have had a chance yet in our first 2 games. And Todd Kane from the academy is going to be playing right wing back for this one, and Asmir Begovic will get the starting goal. Here's what our bench is looking like. We have Batshuayi, Nathan, and Pedro to bring on for wing options. Mikel in case we need some defensive stability, and Azpilicueta, David Luiz, and Thibaut Courtois will sit down here. But this is the team we're going to be running with for this EFL Cup match. So Tammy Abraham and Izzy Brown are going to kick this game off for us, and let's see how we do in the second round of the EFL Cup. Cardiff have it in the box now. There's a shot. Begovic has to make a save, and he does well there, Asmir Begovic. First real effort on goal of the match comes from Cardiff here as we're winding down in the first half. Good save, Begovic. That's how the first half ends. It's going to be 0-0 at halftime. We've had some half chances ourselves, but nothing too concrete, and really nothing great from us, honestly. It hasn't been a good first half. None of our starters in the game. It's really a good chance for some of the other guys that haven't been starters. They've been bench options to get a start, like Terry, Zuma, and Ivanovic, and a bunch of the academy guys for me to try them out and see what they can do. Now it's Casey Palmer, and Todd Kane's making a nice run down the right-hand side. He has the ball there on his right foot. Does well and wins us a penalty. We're going to have a penalty here in the 52nd minute. Todd Kane, nice work down the right-hand side, gets fouled in the box. Let's take another look at that. I just tried to cut it onto the right foot and swing across into Abraham. Defender fouled me. Let's see who's going to be taking this one. I'm going to give this penalty to Tammy Abraham. I want the kid to get himself a goal. Let's see what we can do here. Tammy Abraham scores the penalty right in front of the traveling fans. That is Abraham's first senior goal for Chelsea Football Club. Kid from the academy. You love to see it. Someone who's definitely going to be involved in my plans. He's had a quiet game, but everyone's had a quiet game. I figured I'd let him take the penalty. He's got his first Chelsea goal, and it's 1-0 here in the second round of the Capital One Cup. Tammy Abraham, he's been playing through a slight injury throughout the match. I didn't want to take him out because of it, but now I'm actually going to give Michy Batshuayi some time, and I'm going to give Nathan a chance on the left wing. I haven't really enjoyed using Brown too much in the first half, but that's how we're going to rock it for the rest of the match. Nathan's going to find Casey Palmer, who's making a really nice run, and now Palmer, he's got a defender on his back. He gets the shot off, and it's nothing too great. Palmer does not have the strength to hold off defenders. He is pretty quick, but not enough pace there to keep the defender off of him, and it ended up affecting his shot. He dragged it well wide down the left. Look at Oscar, plenty of space down the left-hand side for the Brazilian. He's cutting in on the right foot now, and look who that is, Casey Palmer, coming in from the right side. It's 2-0 Chelsea. Casey Palmer, 2 academy product goals in this game. The young kids from the academy scoring the goals, just what I wanted to see. That's why I gave him the chance in this EFL Cup match, because it doesn't matter to us. We might as well give him the time. But he made a great run. No one was on him at all. It was easy, and Oscar was able to pick him out with that pass. Good touch, good first touch, and a very calm finish from Palmer there. So Abraham and Palmer in the goals. Good to see those two scoring. My manager's looking pretty happy there. It's going to be 2-0, and we're actually going to be into the third round of the EFL Cup. Gets it onto his right foot, finds Michy Batshuayi, and look who it is, Casey Palmer again, takes the shot first time, it's saved from the keeper. Batshuayi unable to put in the rebound there. I don't know why he took a weird touch. Batshuayi could have had his first goal for the club. That's it, boys. It's going to be a 2-0 victory. Abraham scores the penalty. Palmer scored just to lock things up in the. Tammy Abraham's injury during that match is 3 weeks. That's 2 games. That's out of the 3 games we played this episode. That's another injury. Crazy with the injuries this season. Hazard's out for 4 weeks. Tammy Abraham is going to be out for 3 weeks. It's alright because he's not a starter, but still pretty annoying. And we've got Burnley up next in our next game, and that's where we're going to end it for this episode. But it's been a good 3 games. Alright, everyone, that's going to do it for episode 2 of the Chelsea Career Mode. We played our first 3 Premier League games. Oh, no, sorry. Our first 3 games of the season. Our first 2 Premier League games against West Ham and Watford. We beat them both 1-0, so we're looking good on that front. And then we played our first EFL Cup match of the season, where we mixed in some bench players, some academy players, and we actually won the game 2-0. Tammy Abraham, who ended up getting injured, scored the first goal off of a penalty, and then Casey Palmer, who played well throughout the game, got a goal later on in the second half. Eden Hazard was injured for he's going to be out for 4 weeks after that first game against West Ham. Definitely disappointing. And Abraham's injured as well for 3 weeks. But that's the end of the second episode. It's been good. We're going to start off episode number 3 strong with a game against Burnley in the Premier League. And that's going to be it. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, be sure to subscribe if you like what we're doing here at EFL FC. And I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching.